There are sellers making thousands of dollars every single month selling AI art as digital downloads on Etsy. But today, the hardest part isn't actually creating and selling AI art designs. It's actually picking which AI tool to use out of the dozens of different options out there. Most successful sellers on Etsy have been using what I consider to be the best AI art tool for vintage style oil paintings that absolutely crush on Etsy, and that tool is Midjourney. However, the AI landscape has been evolving, and now we have dozens of amazing tools like ChatGPT Image 2.0 and Google's Nano Banana. And today, there is a new AI tool that came completely out of left field, but has become one of the best, most competitive options out there, and that is actually Grok Imagine 2.0. xAI just released this brand new tool last week, and the results are honestly extremely surprising. In this video, we'll cover exactly what's new with this AI tool, including what I think is one of the strongest features that no other model has. We'll also cover exactly how to use it, and at the end, I'll share whether I think this is a replacement for Midjourney or just a nice tool to use on the side. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. As a brief history, Midjourney was undoubtedly the first mainstream AI art tool to ever be released. Its public image generator entered open beta in July of 2022, although it was nothing to write home about back when it launched. But over the first 2 to 3 years, it went from zero to ultra-realistic images and paintings, and it had some of the fastest adoption out of any software tool out there. Grok, on the other hand, was only announced in July of 2023. And at that point, it was just a text-based model like ChatGPT, and it was already arriving late to the game. ChatGPT was blowing up, tools like Claude were coming in fast from behind, and Grok was just sort of floating out there on its own, building in silence. In fact, it wasn't until the end of 2024 that their AI image model story even begins. Throughout 2025, however, the tide started shifting a bit. While Midjourney was still improving, just not as drastically as it did in its early years, tools like Grok Imagine were actually starting to become mainstream. People were making these wacky and silly videos based on their own photos, and because this tool started out completely free, it saw massive adoption very quickly. Even though this company was objectively behind the other big AI companies, they ended up becoming the best for quick, short-form video generation and one of the most shared image models out there. But until last week, those videos always had a bit of an AI look to them, and so did the actual images that Grok was creating. The speed and cost were lower than any other AI model, but the quality still just wasn't there. Then, last week, on August 7th, 2026, xAI announced Grok Imagine 2.0, and it's now live for everyone to use. And I'll be the first to say, the quality has had a major jump. For example, let's take a simple prompt like this. From this prompt, here are the results in Midjourney, which are reliably just absolutely phenomenal. But if we run that same prompt in Grok Imagine 2.0, the results are actually pretty good as well. The model has made some serious leaps and bounds of progress in this new update, and what's also pretty convenient is that right in Grok Imagine, you can render up to 12 images from one prompt. And the speed is honestly extremely fast. Now, the images themselves have improved a ton, but the one thing I want to focus on in this video is actually a whole separate capability with this new model. Honestly, this next feature is one of the most innovative features we've seen out of any image model lately, and that is AI image editing. For example, check this out. If I pull an image into Midjourney, there are several things we can do, and one of the coolest things is the edit feature, where you can brush over certain sections of an image, tweak the prompt, and regenerate that specific spot to create a brand new image with just certain sections rebuilt from scratch. However, if we do that same thing in Grok Imagine, right away we can see that things are already kind of crazy. If you look here on the right sidebar, you can literally select every single element in this entire image, and that's definitely not something we've seen before. You can even download any of these dozens of elements individually as a PNG. That unlocks a ton of different capabilities for image editing. And all in all, with a tool like this, it really does feel like we're catching a glimpse of the future of image editing and the future evolution of other tools, even like Photoshop. Now, on top of that, you can select these layers, describe any edit you like, and then run the prompt and get a brand new image in a couple seconds using Grok's notable speed. You can even do the same brush-based edits you can in Midjourney, although from my initial testing, this model might actually be even more responsive and context-aware, all while being several years younger and only releasing this feature about a week ago. Now, I want to end this video with a bang and share a few comparisons between Midjourney, Grok, and ChatGPT. And as you can see, each one has its own strong suits, its own flavors, and its own styles. Even with the new updates today, I would not go as far as to say that Grok is overtaking Midjourney or ChatGPT in total image quality, but as you can see, it very much rivals both of them. And with the rate that they're improving, it definitely is going to be an interesting tool to keep an eye on. However, the one thing I will give the crown to Grok for is the AI image editing. I've been seriously impressed by this, and I've already used it for a couple different image edits because it's just so precise, clean, and fast. Even for things I usually use Photoshop for, like generative fill, I've been finding myself trying those edits in Grok instead, and although it's still not perfect, there are definitely times Grok is impressing me with its results. So, with all that said, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I am extremely excited for these AI tools to continue developing. At the end of the day, they all have their own unique flavor, which makes them perfect for creating AI art designs to post to Etsy. I've said it before, but the riches are in the niches, and having your own specific style and niche on Etsy is how you win in 2026 and beyond. So, trying out different tools like this is a great way to create a style that stands out among the rest. Now, if you want a ton more free resources on actually creating AI art and selling it on Etsy, check out the free AI Art Sellers Collective link down below. And if you want to take advantage of the most powerful Etsy automations on the internet and join over 400 sellers supporting each other along the way, check out the full AI Art Sellers Collective community down below. Otherwise, as always, thank you for watching this video, and thank you for being you. I love putting together these AI tool breakdowns, and let me know in the comments what AI tool you're rocking with right now. These models are moving like crazy. We have Midjourney 8.2, as well as some ChatGPT image updates as well, so stay tuned for a video on those. Otherwise, thank you again, and I will see you in the next one.